Hello, hi, and howdy, and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Fix for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. This is the 14th time we've come to you and given the very few listeners some entertainment. We have a different show tonight, or today, depending on what time you listen to it, because one of our regulars has decided to spontaneously change gender. So to my left, we have
Carly.
And to my far left, we have
Lakeith.
Yeah. So Josh, excuse me, Carly, what made you want to change gender?
Well, what can I say? Girls have more fun, right?
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. As a man who's in between, I understand that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just taking that leap. It's weird calling you my sister now because you're usually my brother. So it's weird.
You'll get used to it.
All right, excuse me, Carly. No, Josh still has his killer whale just tucked in there somewhere. No, this is we have a guest today because our regular couldn't make it today. Her name is Carly. She likes to be called Carly. She is one of the nerdiest girls I've ever met in my life.
Oh, thank you.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a nerd, but I usually end up making fun of you anyway. So
Yeah.
No, this is my my girlfriend. Yes, I brought my girlfriend to the show.
Aww.
Breaking the fourth wall. Yeah.
She's trying to score brownie points.
I love brownies, especially with nuts in them.
You like the nuts.
Yeah. So, how was your? Before we get to the elephant in the room, Lucky, how was your week?
Hey, I got an elephant, but okay. So my week was great and stressful, but I made it out.
Why was it stressful? I mean, it's not like it's the holidays or something. Oh wait, it was the holidays.
It's the end of the year and the end of the month.
Yeah, it's
Same
crazy.
time.
You went through another year and we're still alive. We're so unlucky. It's great.
We're getting older.
Yeah, I can feel it in my bones. I stand up and they fart. I don't know what I'm saying.
What do you mean you fart?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm an old man. I can't control my bowels anymore. They just make noises and they just come out whenever
Excessive flagellance.
they want. Yeah. So yeah, it's a new year. Everyone feeling thicker.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
A little bit of both.
Did you work this week or how was that for you?
Me?
You, Lucky, yeah.
Of course I worked this week.
All 5
I worked
days?
4 days.
So you didn't get the New Year's Eve off?
No.
I did.
I worked.
Thank
I
you,
worked until
Coke.
5 o'clock.
Sucker.
So
I got that day off.
had a lot of numbers crunching and we made it work. So.
That sounds gross.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers crunching?
Mm-hmm.
Stepping all over them with their big old feet?
Oh, yeah.
Elephant feet?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
your tusks?
That's not my foot, Steve.
Anyways. So yes, Carlise, how are you doing?
Good.
Is this the first time you've been on microphone?
For recording, yes.
Really?
I've been on the microphone before for Twitch.
Oh yeah, you're a Twitch person, huh?
The Twitch doctor.
Twitch doctor's in the house.
Yeah.
So what do you usually stream?
I don't know. Anything I really take a fancy to.
Sounds fancy.
Mostly RPGs. I would stream Destiny, but we're currently not speaking at the moment. So.
You and Destiny?
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, Destiny.
It's a love-hate
For the
relationship.
Destiny bros out there.
Definitely a love-hate relationship there.
Well, no, I know that you played a lot of Destiny with your group, right? Can you speak of the group, or is that a?
I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Okay, cool.
I'd love to. Oh well, some of the comments would be inappropriate. So.
That they say?
No, just some of the stuff that
That
goes
you would
on
say
in
about
there.
them?
So you have a squad in Destiny?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many people?
Probably more than 8.
Oh, damn.
Because they're scattered all over the U.S. So
Gotcha.
Different time zones.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, yeah. One of our first episodes, we had Josh speak about Destiny, and you had a few words for him, didn't you?
Since he's not here, you can go ahead and say those words.
Yeah, there were some mistakes that he made that you wanted to fix up, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you remember?
It was the Guardian comment that he made. I was like, they're all Guardians, hun.
Oh, see, we are real video game players. We just don't know everything, and yes, we bring in people that actually know the stuff. So
we can't play them all. So
I know we have
that's
work.
why other people play them, and
if there's one thing we bring up a lot in this show, it's that we work and we game, and it's like that's where most of our time goes. So it's like, hey, don't get mad at us for not knowing everything. We have work. That's like our safety net.
Yeah, because this isn't a full-time job just yet.
Just yet.
Yeah.
One day I will work for Nintendo, and I'll be the president of Nintendo, and then I'll bring it back to its old greatness.
Oh, Stephen Wobles. Oh, I mean,
that's racist, yo.
Nintendo. Whoa, what did he say? That's how they're going to call you in Japan when you move over there.
I don't know.
Wobles. Speaking of Japan, my cousin's in Japan.
Really now?
Yes.
What's he doing over there?
She's fluent in Japanese.
Really?
Yes.
That's a really hard language to speak. I tried
is.
doing it for like a day, and I was like, nah, I give up. It's just, I don't know. I don't get it.
Toot. That's not how you speak Japanese.
That's how you.
Gozaimasu. That's all I know.
What?
Ohio gozaimasu.
Whoa.
That's all I know.
What is that? Do you even know what it means?
I can't remember anymore. I just know how to say it.
Well, they make the best cards. How about that?
Hanafuda cards? You say cards,
Cars.
Right? Oh, carros. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Sorry I didn't say that in Spanish for you, Steve-O.
Yeah. So, yes, we have a girl in the room. Well, cool. Yeah, we really don't have much news this week. It's been a really slow week because of the new year. So
Happy New Year.
Yeah, so we're gonna break from the formula, which is, I guess, good for some things, right? Well, actually, no, we're not, because we're talking about the games that we played. What games did you play this week, Lucky?
So the games I played is still Rainbow Six. I kind of went through most of the games that I have. So I played Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, and NBA 2K16.
I know. I was watching you play NBA 2K today. I saw you were playing. Were you playing story mode or something?
Yeah,
because you had yourself in there.
My career, yeah, it's pretty cool.
You're doing pretty good.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
they put out a couple patches, and just wanted to test them out. So,
what patches were that? That's news. Maybe there was news that you were holding back on.
No, they were out maybe 2 weeks ago. I just
I didn't hear anything about that in the last couple episodes.
Just more interviews and more personal. They fixed a couple players' hair and their style.
Oh yeah, the fabulous hair. They need to fix all their hair.
They gave them a makeover.
Yeah, exactly. So and then the crowd, they fixed the crowd. So they put your player's face up more and more into the game. So it works out.
You know what you should have done for an experiment? You should have used that app. I think it's for that game where you could take the picture of yourself and through the internet you can put it into the game.
That's EA Sports. That's there.
Oh, it's EA?
Yeah,
my
EA.
bad. The inferior game.
EA cannot make basketball games.
Really? I remember playing that
Simba,
one.
They suck. Huh?
There was that one game. It wasn't like game.
NBA
It was
Live?
like no. It was like NBA Street or something like that.
Yeah, EA can't make basketball games.
What about EA Sports? Big.
No, I'm not a fan of EA Sports anymore.
Did they break your heart?
Yes. No, actually, no, they didn't. I just realized it sucked when the Dreamcast came out with 2K.
Oh, you and your dog, your fucking Dreamcast.
When 2K came out, I just realized that EA sports games were kind of trash.
They've been doing sports games since the Dreamcast times.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
2K first started.
That's how out of touch I am with sports.
Yeah.
and their
2K started
dumb
when
video
Dreamcast
games.
was their first game. Basketball and hockey and football, and it was the best. And then EA kind of just fell off from there until Madden had to purchase the rights for the NFL because 2K was too much competition. And instead of paying $59 for the game, you'd pay $39 with 2K.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was a way better game. So they lost a lot of people, so they wanted to purchase the rights. So 2K cannot make a NFL football game anymore.
Suck it, 2K.
It's been like that for the
I'm just
past,
kidding.
I want to say 10 years almost. Yeah, 10 years.
I don't know. I'm still kind of like about sports games and their pricing. I mean, can't they just make one game and after that just improve it through patches throughout the years?
Never. No,
For
because
cheaper? It doesn't make sense on a business standpoint because they'll lose money. But, I mean, it's better for the consumer, right?
It takes a lot more. There's a lot behind the scene that you don't see in making these games. There's always something going to be updated on the very base of the game, not just the later thing like teams change and players move. No, it's going to be the very base of the game needs upgrades also. They use different engines for
every year
and tackling and they change it up. Yeah.
Wow.
So if you improve an engine for next year, then how can you run it? You can't patch that. So they recreate the game.
It just seems like a lot of money to spend every year for the same game.
It
just looks slightly nicer.
It is, but I love it. I'll spend the money.
Oh, good.
Just okay. How about this? How about they just update Mario? Yeah, why make another game and just keep updating Mario?
Okay, I'll take it. No, with Mario,
it looks a little bit nicer, but you know,
with Mario, they do always tend to change things. I mean, with the Wii. Well, then again,
the Wii U.
No, I kind of do want extra levels on Mario 3D World. I kind of wish they were like, hey, we got extra levels you can just download right into your game for 3D World. You know, that would have been cool, but they haven't done that.
Yeah, but they make no money.
No, they can still sell it for like, I don't know, $15 for extra levels.
Yeah, but they'd rather save those levels and release a new game and make more money. That's pretty much how it goes. The whole industry revolves around making money for developers.
Yeah, well,
you gotta pay them somehow.
I mean, you're still making money, but you're not making. You're not distributing through.
So you're making thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars instead of millions of dollars. Who's going to take that?
Well, I mean, the industry's changing anyways. It's just things are changing, especially with like Steam and all that stuff, right? I mean, their games they run for like $20, you know.
Yeah,
and you get very similar products out of it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, let's say was the Steam box. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's irrelevant.
I don't think that's a pretty good thing at all because I mean you hook it up to your TV and it's kind of like the lower quality of games to me. If you just buy a gaming PC, you get the game in way better form than you do on the Steam box.
Well, going back to the whole changing Mario, well, it's like it's a sports game. What more can you really do with Mario? You're making big levels, expansive levels, right?
There's arenas, there's moves, there's.
It's a court.
Different jersey. I mean, there's a lot.
Jersey. It's just a shirt.
but look how many teams you have to do that to. There's different moves. There's different motions. I mean, you're gonna want more a smoother texture. You're gonna want the people to look more real. You're gonna want the crowd to look better. So you got to do everyone in the entire crowd. You got to do every step, every entrance, every sign, every banner. I mean, just from the ground up. You got to start over. So it's not something you can just patch because then who wants to pay for the same game all the time?
Is that what you do every year with sports games?
It's better and better every time. That's the thing. It's not the same game.
Yeah, well, it's only one number off. Cause
I'll show you one day.
Yeah,
you can see the difference.
Maybe I'm just ignorant. I don't know.
You can see the difference. That's like Mario. Okay, you can compare Mario, the first one for the Wii U, and then the most recent one. Is there a difference?
Yeah, because Mario Galaxy for the Wii is different from Mario 3D World. Okay, it's a totally different game.
Do the graphics look better? They're different moves, different play style. Does it feel different?
Yeah.
Then there you go. That's why they make new games and not the same game. And they want to make money.
I think it's the money part.
And I'll pay them the money on certain games only. That's why it's kind of like if you're a gamer, you buy what you want. You don't buy everything. You just buy what you want. That's why we use GameFly and we just test them out. If we don't like them, send them back.
Speaking of GameFly, I still haven't played Assassin's Creed.
No way. No. Are you serious? Just send it back already.
Dude, but I want to play it.
Just send it back.
Out, man. You've got to
send it back. It's already too late now. It's ruined.
It's an old game now. Nobody wants to fucking hear about that anymore.
It's ruined.
It's ruined.
No, send it back. It's ruined.
Okay, well. All right, so that was the game you played. You played NBA 2K.
Those are the games I played, yeah. Okay,
cool. Carlise, you told us what type of games you play. You said RPGs and all that stuff. What did you play this week? What's been the game that's been taking your time?
That one game that I constantly mess up every time I say the title.
What is it for?
I see him over here smiling. It's for the Nintendo 3DS,
which you just got. Yes. How long ago was it? 3 years ago, or no? When did you get it?
It was like 3 days.
3 days ago. Wow, she just barely got a 3DS. Yeah.
I'm converting back to Nintendo.
No. Well, they're the only ones with a dedicated handheld.
Yeah,
now.
I do love their handhelds.
Well, I think after this, they're not going to be dedicated handhelds anymore. I think the whole 3DS thing is kind of done.
Yeah, unless the other big time players in the game make a handheld, then I think they'll rethink it.
But
yeah.
Sony tried.
There's always a market, but I mean, it's just the cell phone thing. That's what
exactly.
Kind of kills
Sony tried, and it's like, no, we don't want to play these games on a portable. We want to play them on a big screen.
That's true.
So Nintendo just they have Pokemon and they have certain Mario games.
Well, we'll see what happens when Nintendo links them together, and then
If that's
maybe,
if the way that's even
yeah, maybe
if it goes that way.
The other big guys will want to try to join in.
Yeah, if Nintendo can revolutionize it again like they did with the Wii, and hopefully it sticks longer than stupid motion controls because I hate that shit.
Stupid nunchucks.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. So you just got 3DS and you've been playing. It starts with a B.
Bravely Default.
There you go. There you go. A game that honestly, I think I let you borrow it, and I played it for like an hour, and I was like, I feel like playing Mario again, so I started playing Mario.
I played it for like 5 hours.
Yeah, she played with it for like almost like 2-hour increments or something like that. You're playing it while I was watching Firefly, which I just started watching too.
What is that?
Ooh.
It's a spaceship show. It's like
Cowboys meets
meets space.
This is like a TV series?
Yeah, it was on Fox for like a year or a season, for a season, and they canceled it.
Oh. They canceled it mid-season too.
They cut it mid-season?
It wasn't mid-season, but they weren't finished with it, and they just canceled the show.
Why torture yourself and watch like 6 episodes and then not have any more to watch?
Well, they have a full season.
Oh, okay.
And then I think they made a movie afterwards.
Yeah, they gave us a movie because everyone's was
pretty much it's one of those shows that people were like, we really love this show, but the channel canceled it. Fox canceled it.
Gotcha.
Like, we're not making enough money off of this. We're just gonna play something else.
But there was still a demographic for it. People still wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
So I guess did they finish it off only on Netflix or something, or
no, I think they stopped and then they came out with a movie, and then I think it's a comic book company just came out with it, and I think it's Dark Horse or something like that.
Okay.
They're continuing where the movie left off.
Okay, wait.
So now it's a comic.
So they went from a TV show to a movie to a comic.
Yeah.
Damn. So no one else will pick them up, huh?
Yeah.
It was created by Joss Whedon. He does a lot of sci-fi stuff. You know?
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's really well known in that.
So it's like a sci-fi thing, right?
It's like I said, yeah. It's cowboys meets space. So
have you ever seen the show The Librarians?
Yes.
That's a show I like.
Do you like that show?
I like that show. I thought it was pretty cool.
What's the show about?
Librarians.
It's about books.
Yeah, in a way.
Ladies with glasses. The glasses that have that chain that's behind their neck, and it's like, oh, I'm old.
Like my glasses, my little cat eye glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Not the sexy librarian, the old
librarian.
Sexy librarian.
Like the ones from Monsters Inc.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Wazowski.
Yeah.
Those types of ladies. So it's just the movie's about book, or the show's about books, or do they read the books? It's like we're gonna go on an adventure.
Yeah, pretty
today, reading Rainbow, pretty much.
It's kind of like magic and
artifacts and stuff.
Yeah, all that good stuff. I think it's a good show. I like it.
What is it running on Netflix or something like that?
It was on TNT.
They know drama.
I think it's TNT.
TNT, yeah.
And it still
comes out. Yeah, it still runs. Yeah, I record them. I haven't watched them in like a while, but I record them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're watching the show about libraries and not about cars and
I watch car
balls,
shows all the time.
as in like sports balls.
I watch car shows all the time. But I kind of get bored, or not bored of it, because I have to do all that stuff at work and listen and watch and learn all the new stuff all the time. So
just like what I do about video games.
Go something a little different.
But anyways, so yeah, Firefly. No, before Firefly, you were playing Bravely Default.
Yes.
How are you liking that? It's actually a really old game. People have talked about it, but it's new to you. And how do you feel about that?
I enjoy it. Kind of takes me back to my Fire Emblem days when I used to play. Back when I had the original DSi, I believe it was.
Well, the DS, yeah. Well, the original DS is the DS Fat, which is that really ugly looking one. But the DS Lite and DSi, they're upgrades. But I'm surprised you even played, Fire Emblem, because maybe you have more patience than I do, because I did like Fire Emblem. It was kind of cool when you won, especially when you won without dying and the permadeath and everything. But I was just like, I can't keep doing this. Every time they die, I don't want them to die, so I just stopped playing it.
Use your little Phoenix Downs or whatever.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
But I'm surprised you're into that. I thought you were more into first person shooters.
Well, I do enjoy first person shooters, mostly Destiny. I did play a little Call of Duty back in my PS3 days.
What?
Yes.
So you don't play it anymore?
No, I played World at War.
Okay, those are good ones.
I enjoyed
those are great.
World War II.
Yeah, vintage kind of scenery and
that's where it all started at.
Yeah, it's like
I think they're gonna go. They're gonna go back to that pretty soon.
That's what I was talking to her about not too long ago. I was like, yeah, there was a point where it was all World War II. You had what's it called? Medal of Honor Frontline and all that. It's just a bunch of games in that
I started
Battlefield.
Call of Duty on PC, so that's...
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was like World War II is done. Let's do modern stuff. So everything went modern, and now
it was good. It was good until it became too futuristic. You know.
Well, now they were like, oh, it's time to go future because where can you go after that?
Yeah, they're running out of stuff to do.
Well, I heard people were trying to get them to go back to the World War games, and I mean, the different wars, and I think it'll be fun. Yes. A lot better than the futuristic stuff.
Very interesting.
I don't need to walk on walls, Just
it's
give me a gun, let me shoot.
If you do want to keep playing that, well, you have the old games. You can keep playing Black Ops 2 and stuff, or Black Ops 3.
But you want to play with people. I mean, some of those games no one really plays, so it's kind
well.
of hard.
I'm saying it's like if say Black Ops 3 came out this year, if they go back to back to World War II now, the people that still want to play futuristic stuff can stick with Black Ops 3. And people that want to move on, there'll still be a market for it. So if they do decide to do something different, well. Anyway, so you're playing Bravely Default, and you've been enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You like the anime-looking stuff? You like what do you like about it? I know you were really into the characters and all that.
Yeah, the characters are really cute. Actually, some of the voice actors were from some of the Fire Emblem games as well. So
really?
Some of the voices were familiar.
That seems like something I should know because I'm a Nintendo person.
My sister actually pointed that out.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's been playing it more than I have.
Jesus Christ.
I know. It runs in the family.
Did you guys know about this game before I let you borrow it?
I had seen videos and trailers for it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I would play that. It's probably one of the reasons I got a 3DS. Was so I could start playing.
I thought it was because of me.
Sorry, sucker.
Because I totally wanted to play, video games with my wonderful boyfriend.
She's like, oh, yeah, it's because of you, Steve.
I'm not wonderful. I'm terrible.
Totally sucking up now.
Oh shucks!
I pretty much. I think I'm not a great boyfriend. I made her DD last night. That was kind of fun.
There's some interesting videos if anyone wants to watch that.
Oh yeah, there's a video of us singing "Numb" by Linkin Park.
What?
Yeah. It was me, her brother, and Jaywon, the world famous Jaywon. Everybody should meet Jaywon.
Hey, Jaywon.
He's a terrible human being, but
hello, buddy.
He's a good savage. It's crazy cool. So anyway, so you got a 3DS. Yeah, you're playing your Bravely Default. You're enjoying it. You think it'll be in time for the next one? It should be coming out this year?
Hopefully. Assuming I don't get wrapped up with work.
Maybe you should just quit work and just work on Bravely Default.
And switch from Nintendo to Xbox, yeah. I'm assuming she does, yeah.
She's in a PlayStation 4 family.
PlayStation.
Oh,
yeah.
well, no, I still have a 360, an Xbox 360.
PlayStation.
Yeah, but see, in a couple of years, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, okay, this is how it went for most people when it came to popularity. It was
360 was pretty popular.
No, exactly. Wait. I'm saying it went from the old. It was Atari 2600 that won that generation. Then Nintendo with the original Nintendo won that one.
I've had them.
Then
all.
Super Nintendo and Genesis was like, oh my god, they were really neck and neck. But Super Nintendo won. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then after Super Nintendo, it was PlayStation won that whole generation. Then
PlayStation. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then again, PlayStation won with PlayStation 2.
Yeah, of course.
Then PlayStation.
Well, because Xbox was new.
Xbox was new,
and it was kind of like barely coming up, and people didn't know about it. They didn't want to spend the money. They're kind of because PlayStation was there. I mean, PlayStation was the thing. I had a PlayStation 2, 1 and 2.
Yeah, but see, naturally, the mainstream. I think it went from that to Xbox 360 because they totally they rule that.
Oh,
you can argue and say the Wii did. Because they sold the most out of all of them, but that's because it was a fad.
Yeah, because it was new. The motion was new to people when they had kids, and
it was really inexpensive.
Yeah, and it was fun. I mean, it was fun, especially you go to a party. I would go to parties and people would play the Wii.
But I feel like in the long run, the 360 won out because people are still using that nowadays.
Well, I mean,
the Wii's they're just they're sitting there in the closet or something.
PlayStation 3 and 360, there's no comparison between them because it was just more people played 360 than PlayStation.
Yeah, and then this generation, it seems the numbers are PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So
for now, yeah.
So right now,
until everybody gets into their entertainment, and understand what Xbox can do for you.
They're the same boxes.
Windows 10.
The same boxes. They produce the same thing.
Windows 10. Don't listen to this guy.
Yeah, don't listen to us at all.
Don't listen to this guy.
No, two people that listen.
Listen to me. Don't listen to this guy. All right?
Anyways.
I'm not biased on any of them. I have all three.
Yeah.
They're always fun. I think I'm going to get a PlayStation, actually. just to have one.
A PlayStation 1?
No, PlayStation 4.
So you can have an Xbox One and a PlayStation 1?
No, PlayStation 4.
Because they decided to name it a stupid name like Xbox One.
I still have all the... Well, it's PlayStation 4. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, but it was this is the fourth PlayStation.
Okay,
Xbox One is the third one.
So Xbox and the Xbox 360 and then Xbox One.
See, there you go. They skipped all the way to 360, so it's like, you didn't make 360 different Xboxes, you lying sacks of shit.
They did it because there's only one. You only need one. This whole entertainment system.
I understand why they did it. I'm poking fun at them.
That's all you need.
It's a clever name, but it doesn't work in this, where everything's counting upwards.
Works for me.
Yeah.
I don't need to count upwards.
Exactly.
I didn't think of
By the way, there's going to be another console coming out after this one.
Yeah, maybe.
No, they already announced it.
But they're always working on the next one. They're always like, yeah, of course we're working on something.
But remember for a while they were saying this is going to be it and they're going to update this one. They had a conference and the guy said, hey, you know what? There's going to be another console after this.
Yeah, because they want to keep that going. So they don't want to make it seem like it's going to be the last one. So of course they're going to say something.
Console
odds
wars
are they probably
equals
will.
Money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it means Microsoft. And then console wars equals money. Who doesn't want the money?
I want money.
The money. If they gave me money to talk about Xbox, I'd dream about it and talk about it every day.
Honestly, I feel like we're in a weird spot when it comes to video game consoles because we do have a lot of different options, and for a while everybody was like down on consoles. Everyone was saying, yeah, this is the last of it. So that's where everyone was at the time. I think because PlayStation 4 and even Xbox One, they are still kind of proven that they are still a viable place to get your entertainment, or video games specifically, But at the time, they were like, "Oh, we got cell phones that are probably going to take over, or Apple's going to make the next console."
Yeah, but cell phones are
boring. But the thing is, we don't know. Everybody was thinking ahead. As we're kind of still going through it, Apple did kind of make their console.
Yeah, but
the Apple TV is both. That's technically everything.
Yeah,
you have the movies there, you have the television you want to watch, and you have the games.
They won't go any further.
It hasn't proven anything yet. Well, so people are still like, okay, maybe consoles still have a place. Because
Apple's
market,
pretty smart. Why would they go further? Because they're not going to really, it's not going to be a big thing if they go further. They need to stick to their roots, and they make phones, and then they jip you, and they give you half of the update. Then they make another phone the next year with the S and add 2 different things, and then hey, everybody goes by it again. So
yeah, but I wasn't talking about phones specifically. I was talking about the Apple TV. It has the gaming capabilities, and that's what people thought. But back when everyone was like, "This is gonna be the last console generation," they were thinking, "Okay, we have big players in there. Google can make their console breaking thing." But as time's kind of going by, Apple did it, and this attempt didn't work. People still don't really know that Apple TV works as a game console. They have their control and everything, but
look at you got to compare the games. They're not games for gamers. They're kind of games for older people who like playing their cell phones and stuff. They're not games for gamers.
But technically, they're also looking at it as like you can do it. The technology is getting to the point where you can do it. That's why Konami was like, "Oh, we don't want to focus fully on big games anymore." They're working on a lot of mobile. EA is doing the same thing. But they're kind of like future proofing, and at the time, everybody the main consensus was like, yeah, those things are going to be irrelevant. But PS4 is kind of proving that it's not, that we can probably see another one in a couple of years. Right now, I mean, it's kind of too far to really think that or think about that because we're still 2 years in.
Yeah,
so there's still a lot of time for things to change, but. I mean,
2 years, I think like 3 years in.
What year did it come out? 2013?
12.
2012? No, that's when the Wii U came out. Wii U came out 2012, didn't it? Yeah, it came out 2012, and then the PS4 and Xbox One came out the year after that.
We'll find out.
Well, we don't need to focus on this too much, but we've been running for a while. I think we should take a quick little break. What do you guys think? You guys need to use restroom and all that stuff?
Yes. Sometimes.
Maybe.
All right.
The debate's getting too heated. He wants to take a break.
He wants to step away for a little while.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll finish off with, if you want to talk more about this stuff, we can. And we'll talk about what we expect out of this new year in video games and whatnot. So, yeah. Don't leave, everybody. We'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. I just realized that I didn't tell you guys what I played this week. So we'll start this section off with just that. I've been playing a lot of random stuff, actually. For one, I got this urge to play Wheel of Fortune on my cell phone. So I downloaded that, and I'm kind of enjoying it. It's kind of scary, though, because Pat Sajak looks like a disgusting, weird thing that doesn't exist. It's scary as hell. I don't even know how to put it. It's really awkward, but the puzzles are fun. I mean, it's Wheel of Fortune. If you like Wheel of Fortune, you're going to like this game.
Did you watch it growing up?
I did watch it growing up.
Me too. My granddaddy loved that show, so we all watched it. It was fun. I wish I could actually win something, but
if I didn't work at the time that it was on, I'd be watching it every night. I was still
really
like
comes
that
on.
game. Yeah, it's still on. Same
Holy
time.
crap! You can't have that show without Vanna White.
She's
right?
still there.
No, she's not.
Yeah, rumor has it she hasn't. She's never worn the same dress twice.
I believe it.
Yeah.
She must look like Skeletor though.
She still looks good for her age, I would say.
Gotta be like
but then again,
60-something,
the camera's really far away, so you can't.
How old is she? Like 60 something?
Probably like in her 70s.
Oh, damn.
Or maybe 60s. Most likely 60s.
But she's still there.
Yeah, she's still.
I gotta look it up.
Pat Sajak and Vanna White are still doing the same thing. They're still
That's
hosting
cool.
the wheel.
Now I'm gonna watch it just because.
Yeah, you're gonna look at Vanna White now, aren't you?
No, not at all. I'm just saying. I mean, that was the show back in the day. I mean, damn. I didn't even know it still came on, honestly.
Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
Jeopardy. I saw Jeopardy the other day.
Same time, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Those
funny.
are fun. Those are cool shows.
I didn't realize until I was a bit later that Wheel of Fortune is just Hangman, just done at a bigger scale.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
And you get cool prizes. I mean.
Oh, yeah, you get a lot of money and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you got to spin a wheel.
You should sign up to go on that show.
I should. I'm not that bad. I named my character Uaga, and she's this creepy looking character. And it's the game is fun. Like I said, it's Wheel of Fortune. Same rules. There's nothing wrong there.
Why is
but
she
the presentation,
a
I don't know, because it's a girl.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Continue, Steve.
Anyways, Uaga. Her name is Uaga. The presentation is horrible. It's really low budget. It's made by Sony Pictures, or at least it's licensed by Sony Pictures. I don't think Sony has anything to do with it. But I saw the Sony logo and I was like, oh, it must be a high quality product. And it is, and it isn't. I mean, the sound quality is not great. The graphics are horrible. It's the same animations. Pat Sajak looks freaky as hell. And dude, the way it works is when they talk, they have the speech bubbles, right?
Yeah.
Normally when you have speech bubbles, the speech is supposed to be inside the bubble, right?
Yeah.
No, in this game, they allow the text to come outside the bubble.
Oh yeah, low budget.
It looks extremely low budget, but it's like, dude, Sony Pictures. I figure Sony has some quality, to keep up. And no, this game apparently didn't when it comes to presentation and sound. But
somewhere Sony's got their hands up, like we didn't do it
because they didn't. They didn't touch it. When it comes to developing, it was obviously a small thing. But still, I figure they're like, this is you can fix something as simple as speech, the text being inside something, not overlapping. That's bad. But I've been playing that, and most of all, I've been playing Triforce Heroes on the 3DS, and I kind of want to talk about that just really shortly. I haven't played the game in a very long time, and I went back to it this past week, and I'm doing I played it when it first launched. Now I'm going to talk about how it is post-launch, and I feel like everybody's become an a-hole.
Huh.
The game has a feature where you can blacklist people that you don't like or that don't play right. They throw you off the stage. They kill themselves on purpose. And I had never used it. I knew it was there. I knew how to use it. I had never used it for like maybe the 3 weeks I played it consistently. And I stopped. I came back to it. I've blacklisted 6 people in a row trying to play a game. Which, yeah, it's 6 people, but in a row, in like a week, that's terrible.
Well, I'm sure a few of them are probably like 5 or 4, and they don't know what they're doing. They're just running off the map. They consistently do that. They pick you up and they throw you off. Then
that's freaking annoying.
Those are trolls.
Yeah, or I hate the people where it's like, when you start a match, there's 3 items that you need to choose, and as you get to the later levels, they're all different. And I've run into this a couple of times where the person, the 2 guys pick something, and the other person wanted what we wanted. So they refused to move on by choosing the last item until someone put down what they wanted, what that particular person wanted. That's freaking annoying. I mean, So I think people were really into it at first, but as it kind of went on, people were kind of like, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to troll people online. And I guess that happens with all online games, but it happened to this. And it's still a fun game. I'm playing it with you, Carly, and my nephew, and it's a blast, you know.
It's a lot of fun.
Hopefully you'll get your own, and then we can expand. We play the whole thing.
It?
We can get it today.
We could. I had to trade more.
Be a hero. Buy it now.
But maybe we'll talk about that afterwards. But yeah, I played that, and it's still fun. I still love the game a lot. But that's the unfortunate thing of, you know, people get tired of it, and they're like, I'm just going to fool around and just screw other people's progress up because I'm fucking bored.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no mics, no sound, so it's kind of like, you know, it's fun. I'm sure it's funny for them to go this way, and you guys are putting a little thing that says go right or pointing or whatever, you know.
Yeah, so. And that's still really cool to me. It's still really fun that you're trying to solve a puzzle without really talking. You have only 4 different emotions or different ways to you know, at least give them some clue. That's still a really fun type of thing to do instead of like telling them what to do.
Yeah.
I think there's still value to that that no other game really gives, but the fact that you're a jerk off doesn't have to do with the fact that you don't have you can talk. I mean, you're a jerk off either way. You're online. There's nothing. You're not gonna get hurt in any way, unless you live in Korea, and you're like, yeah, come meet me at this place and I'll fight you. And the guy actually goes there. Did you ever see that video?
I have not.
Yeah, there's this video I saw. It was one of those internet cafes where they're playing their game online, and I don't know what game it was, but the guy at the cafe was like, you want to come fight me? Well, come here. And they give him the exact address and everything. And this is all coming from the security cameras. You see the guy just barge in, target the guy, and they just like start fist fighting in the internet cafe over a game.
That's nice. I like that. It should always be that way.
Yeah, they get pretty serious about their games over
but
there.
It's a game.
Hey, lucky he didn't bring a sword or something, yeah?
Oh, why? Because they're... Cool.
No, I mean like a sword. Come on, man.
Well, it could have said gun.
Yeah,
if they're in America, it would have been a gun.
I didn't want to say gun because it kind of sounds, sounds bad, You
could have said pointy stick.
People always want to bring guns, so I just said sword.
Bring a pointy stick.
You're just going to poke them with a pointy stick.
Swords are cool. With a toothpick. I'm going to poke you to death.
We'll make they have little toothpick swords. These are cool.
For your margaritas or whatever, yeah.
And a parasol. That's your shield. Anyways,
that'll work.
That's what I've been playing this week. I freaking love that game. And it's even, honestly, I think it's a little bit better when you have the people next to you. I know I've been like, oh, it's a cool experiment to not talk, but it really does help when you can't talk.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I played this week. Let's close out this episode with just what we expect out of 2016. What you want to see, whether it's far-fetched or whether it's something that you just think actually will happen.
I'll start it off.
All right, what do you expect out of not just Microsoft, but just altogether?
I expect
games.
I expect the Division not to be held up again and to come out in March and be the best game ever. That's what I expect.
Best game ever?
Okay, one of the best games ever.
Really?
I mean, if you have to wait 2 years for a game, then it better be the best game ever. How about that? That's how I feel about it.
I feel like they've done that before.
Look,
where it's
what's
Watch Dogs,
Star Fox. It better be the best game ever.
Oh, it won't. It won't be the best game ever, but it'll do exactly what Star Fox is expected to be. Because the game, to me, Star Fox looks. They say it's not, but it looks just like a reboot of the N64 version.
Wow, really?
It looks very similar. It's just. I mean, but that's the classic. That's what everybody likes.
I get it.
With Star Fox, they tried doing new things, and it never worked out. People were like, "Oh, we miss the old Star Fox." They did the Star Fox Adventures, where it looks kind of like a Zelda. It feels like a Zelda game. People didn't like that. And they did the stuff on the Wii and the 3DS, where it's like it's so close to being great, but the parts where you're not flying a ship like on N64, those aren't good. So now they're like, "Okay, fine, we'll do something like the N64,
but better graphics."
Because the first
sounds good.
But it looks. But the thing is, it's not. It looks just like the first level of the N64 version. My beef is with them saying it's not a reboot, but it looks just like the same thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's Nintendo's wording that's kind of getting to me. And then it's called Star Fox Zero. Like,
hey, there you go. Don't give Xbox crap about the Xbox One when you got Star Fox Zero.
No, you can give Nintendo crap about their naming their consoles. They called it a Wii U. People are still like, "Oh, is that just the upgrade for is that just the tablet for the Wii?" No, Nintendo did a bad job with the Wii U.
I call it the Wii U.
Yeah.
I think everyone's
Way to
done
go,
that.
Nintendo.
Yeah. But no. When it comes to the 2016, you expect just the division. That's all you.
I expect a lot of things in the gaming community. I expect more games to be 4K compatible.
Well, yeah.
Which eventually is going to happen. So,
the consoles themselves already there are 4K compatible.
Yeah.
So.
I'm speaking for games like developers because they make the games and they're not. They say they are, but they're not really. If you look at them, it's like no, it's not really compatible. But I think now in the movement, everything's going to kind of scale up a little bit. So
that'll be this year. You don't think it'll be like another couple years?
No,
Because
I think it'll be this year because they've been working on that since it's already been almost 2 years. When you think about when 4K came out, so it's been almost 2 years.
So you think 4K's been selling a lot more? I haven't purchased one. You're barely going to purchase one this year.
The reason the price, well, I waited because it got cheaper. Of course, it always
Which is
does.
what everyone does. Yeah,
Yeah.
Same thing happened with the TVs now.
Another reason I waited is because there was no content. How are you you get the TV, but you don't actually get 4K? So it was kind of pointless until they start releasing content.
This is the year for 4K.
Yes, and I think DirecTV is going to release 4K content throughout their whole system. So it'll be pretty cool.
I'm kind of hoping that the whole cable just goes out of business already.
Cable? What do you mean cable?
Or satellite and all that stuff. Because
why? What are you saying?
I don't know. I don't like.
It's because you're not a sports guy. That's the thing. You cannot watch sports on Netflix or any of the other crap.
Well, what if ESPN has their own app?
That's not sports. You can't. You got to watch sports on DirecTV so you can get all the different games. ESPN's not going to give you every game. They're going to give you some of it. You got TNT. I mean, you got numerous channels that have sports, so you're going to have to watch all the different games. That's like I can search for any different game I want to watch because I love sports. If
it's not that they go out of business, it's that they change the way they sell their stuff. It's like, it wouldn't be kind of cool to pick and choose your channels without having a bunch of crap you don't watch, and then those stuff you do want, it's like on the bigger package.
I mean, they have it. They have it that way. It just depends on you as a person. You got to look at the packages. It tells you every channel that it has, and you kind of pick each package you want. So,
but it sucks because sometimes one channel isn't on that package. It's like, I don't want all these channels, but I want AMC, first thing that comes out. Sometimes that's like on the highest one, but it's not on the lower ones, right? It's like you need to pay for all these channels that you don't want.
It's not on the basic one, no.
Yeah. But it's like, what if you want you can choose the amount of channels you want, and then your price varies with that. It's like, you want...
Hey, maybe they will set it up to where they give you 66 channels or 80 channels to choose from, and you choose your own channels.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It's like you choose the amount and the channels you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You should send them a letter. Copyrighted, though, so you get some money.
Copyright? You want to copyright a letter?
Get some money.
No, I mean, that's a big reason why I stopped watching TV. It's like you're paying a lot of money for stuff I don't even watch, So, but I mean, I guess sports is different. But what if there's just this package where it's like you can watch all the sports you want, and you just have to pay $10.99 for it?
I don't know, because I watch more than just sports, so probably not. History, Discovery, I mean, that's kind of where I live. Those channels and, Velocity Channel and just pretty much where I live.
Oh.
So,
Nice
but,
place to live.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And
is it warm over there?
Sometimes on the BBC.
You watch the BBC?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
You watch the Doctor Who?
Ew.
And I'm obviously doing a terrible one on purpose because I'm over exaggerated because I suck at it. So I don't know. You try doing a British accent, Mr. Man. Actually, I want to hear your British accent. Try to do a British accent. Well, try to have one.
Well, it's not that hard, love.
Oh,
that sounds like you're trying too hard. Love.
Speaking a bit of rubbish. She's talking on the rocks, mate.
If you think we sound dumb trying to do British accents, try listen to a British person try to do an American accent.
It's funny
they automatically, like if you're a girl, they automatically go to like the whole Valley Girl type of thing, or they do like Brooklyn or something,
or Southern. Yeah. They speaking of British accent, there's this chick we played Xbox with. She had a British accent. It was pretty funny. I mean, not funny, but it was cool. But this little kid,
you're different.
This little kid kept like talking crap to her. And we were like, "Hey, man, stop picking on her." But it was pretty funny.
God, I really want to just beat every little stupid kid that's playing online shooters.
This kid's hilarious, though.
Oh, I didn't know.
He's funny. He talks about teabagging and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, man,
he's like 12.
He's 11.
It's like my inner me.
It's crazy, man.
I'm gonna punch that kid.
It's crazy. Where are your parents?
Seriously.
Man, interesting.
What if he's an adult? What if he has that whole Andy Milonakis thing going on where he's actually an adult, but he just sounds and looks like a younger person? What if he's really like 21?
His parents should still beat him. He still looks like a kid. Take advantage and beat him.
Wow.
Maybe he'll be a better.
So you're gonna beat a 21-year-old?
Maybe he'll be a better adult.
That's true.
Hey, whatever happened to that person guy?
I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe he went to jail because he was drinking. He looks underage. I don't know.
Maybe. That's like Wee Man. Wee Man looks like a grown man, just little.
No, Wee Man is a little person.
Yeah.
Andy Milonakis he's normal sized. He just looks and sounds like he's in high school.
I met that guy before. He's pretty funny.
Andy Milonakis?
No, Wee Man.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Was he skateboarding?
No, what do you mean?
I thought he was a skateboarder.
He wasn't skateboarding when I met him.
I don't know. You guys could have been skateboarding down Venice Beach or something. I don't know. Doing things on the half pipe. No.
Nope. Met him. Actually, funny that I met him at the restroom.
Oh, so you followed him into the restroom? I see.
No.
Did you put your foot? Did you put your foot in his stall and checking to see?
Check it out. So I go to the restroom, and doing my business at the what do you call it, urinal, and this guy comes up and is like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" I'm like, "What's fine?" And I looked, and I didn't see anyone. Then I look now, and it's like, "Oh shit!" Hey.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So then we were like talking to him for a little bit when we walked outside. It was at the convention center. We were at Hot Import Night, so it was pretty cool. And then when he went outside, he had like 2 chicks. He was like, "I'll see you guys later." I was like, "Dang!"
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, it was interesting.
Did you tell everybody that you met the Lucky Charms guy?
Not really. I mean, it was like whatever. He was a cool little guy. He was little. He was pretty
when
short.
he walked away with the girls, did he do the whole thing where he like put his arms around their butt or something, or their legs?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I just imagine him putting. I imagine him stepping on their legs, like you know how little kids step on their dad's legs and let them walk them around. That's what I imagine. He's like he steps on him and just walks away that way.
I think my friend was smoking a cigarette, which you can't smoke inside the convention center. He shouldn't have done that.
And then he put it out on his head like an ashtray.
No, he was smoking a cigarette, and I think he was like, "Let me take a drag or something." And then he was like, "I'll see you guys later." And then he grabbed these 2 chicks, and we're like, "What the hell?" And he just walked away.
He looked at the cigarette. He's like, "Oh God." 2
chicks with short skirts.
Midget. He's probably contagious. I'm gonna get short if I fucking smoke that shit.
Oh man, but yeah, that was an interesting thing. But 2016, I expect our company to grow. And grow and grow and grow and grow.
Oh, the one that you work for? What is it called again? The one, the car place?
Power Brick Concepts. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a gigantic, tall, lucky-sized.
Instead of having 1 follower, maybe we'll have 100.
100. That's shooting high. That's shooting high. That's shooting right at the corner, right at the ceiling.
So, I mean, that'd be interesting. Maybe do a couple gaming events and just have fun, enjoy it. Videotape, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you can take your videotape and maybe you'll see see the short man again in your bathroom. Just take it to the bathroom and see if you find Wee Man in there.
Oh, sorry guys, nut shot. Sorry.
What about you, Curly? What do you see out of what do you want to see? Do you want VR to be a thing?
Unicorns.
Damn straight unicorns.
Unicorns with VR headsets.
Oh damn.
No, I mean, I would like to see another BioShock game, but
well, I think Ken Levine's doing his own thing. Have you checked out what he's been doing now? Because he left Insomniac to do his own thing. So
yeah, I haven't really kept up.
No. So you want another BioShock game this year?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Love that.
Are you looking forward to the new Mass Effect?
Yes and no. I have a little mixed feelings about that because I was very attached to Commander Shepard, and I didn't get my blue babies at the end of the game. So
really,
yeah, I wrote my Ciara all 3 games and no blue babies.
Okay. So going back to Mass Effect 3, I didn't play Mass Effect 3. I know this is probably like 2 years ago now or 3 probably that this whole thing happened where it's like, oh, I hate the ending to BioShock 3 or BioShock, excuse me, Mass Effect 3. What did people hate? I did not beat it. I did not play it. I wasn't into that at the time.
Well, it was either...
Spoil it for me.
Okay, spoiler alert. It's not really a spoiler.
No, people... It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about the controversy. I still don't know what the big deal was. I don't know the ending. How did it end?
Before they released an alternate ending, it was either the Paragon, which I believe was the good one. I might be mistaken. But you got the good ending. You sacrifice yourself. So Commander Shepard literally kills themselves to, I think it was to kill off the Reapers. Yeah, it was you kill off the Reapers and you save everyone, but it ends all technology. So, one of the characters that you have that you've grown attached to for like the past 2 games is you pretty much kill her. So it kind of sucks because you've got...
Or him if you're a boy, because Commander Shepard's going to be both, right?
Oh, no, I'm talking about another character.
Oh.
Edie is an AI, so you lose all technology, you lose Edie as well. So that was a little upsetting. It was like, I don't want to kill off one of my friends. Like, what the fuck
That was
are you
the big
talking
deal?
about?
What did it seem like they were just ending the series altogether, or the franchise?
No, the other one wasn't. The other ending wasn't that good either. It was either you take control of the Reapers, and you become the Reapers, and it was like, well, I don't want to do this.
Wait, so the Reapers they take control over Shepard, or what?
No, Shepard takes control over the Reapers.
So you become the bad guy?
Yeah, and you rule over the universe, whatnot. I didn't really play that ending.
Oh, okay.
Because I was always,
and this is not the alternate ending. This is not the one that they patched in to make everyone happy, right?
They patched in a new one, and it was like the color. It was nice because they had a different color scheme for it too. Because you have the good one is the blue and the bad one is red. You had the green one, which was it pretty much intertwined all technology and living organisms together, and they were all peaceful together, and they had all the knowledge of the previous organics societies before them that the Reapers had wiped out, and they built, but you still lose Commander Shepard.
Oh, so he dies in that ending too?
Yeah, but there's a little speculation on it because you see after the rubble and everything, you see movement kind of thing.
Okay.
So like, oh well, maybe Shepard's not dead,
Okay,
but.
So. In the new Mass Effect game, which you're having mixed feelings about, Shepard is not going to be the main protagonist here?
The last I heard, they weren't really going with the old characters. It was just going to be...
This is a brand new storyline?
Yeah, but again, it's been a couple of years. Like, I heard about it when they first said, oh, we're going to make another Mass Effect game. And I was like...
Which is subtitled Andromeda, correct?
I'm not too sure. Like I said, I haven't kept up with it.
Okay.
Because, when my sister was like, oh, Shepard's not going to be in it. And I was like, I'm not getting my blue babies. I don't care.
Did they promise did they promise you blue babies? The possibility of blue babies or what?
You have the option to romance different characters. I chose to romance the Asari, Liara, Tassoni.
Is that the one with the hair?
The tentacle hair.
They weird me out. It's weird.
They are very seductive. Just those curves.
Damn curves.
I have to give it up to BioWare for that. They did some fantastic character design work there.
Okay, zip it up.
All
Just
right.
Calm down.
Curly, stop.
But yeah, it was like one of the ending things is like, oh yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna tell our children about this someday, and I was like, yes, blue babies. I get my little blue babies, and then they, got to the ending, and I was like, I'm not getting my blue babies. What the fuck?
Wow.
Oh, excuse my language.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. So do you know when it's coming out?
I have no clue, and
no, but next year or this year.
I think it's supposed to be this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, but a lot of developers, they all say this is gonna have this, and then it always ends up a little bit different, or they give you something that you were expecting or that you wanted. Yeah. So there's still time to debate about it and write them a letter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in all the endings, apparently, there's that character's dead, so that storyline's different. I think they're probably going to go to. I mean, space is huge. It'll probably be a new storyline altogether. It'll whatever the 1, 2, and 3. That's done. So it'll be the same type of Mass Effect gameplay and all that stuff. What makes Mass Effect is just different storyline.
And it'll be nice to go back into that universe again.
Yeah, hopefully it'll capture you. Just like it's kind of like Star Wars. It's like they're different movies, but they focus on a group of people and their travels and their adventure. Yeah. Same here. So maybe we'll have Mass Effect Andromeda 1, 2, and 3. So who knows? Cool. So anything else you guys are looking forward to before you go to me? Which obviously you guys know what it's going to be. I mean,
no, that's about it.
Like me, I'm just looking forward to what Nintendo's going to do. And I keep saying this. I say this all the time that I think what's going to happen with the video game industry is it's going to be a unification type of thing. It's like it's happening with Microsoft and Windows. Everything is one thing. You know, you have Xbox One and the computer and everything. Well, with Nintendo, I'm hoping that the NX is that type of thing where it's like you can have your main console and your handheld, and it's just one account. Everything. You can play all those games together in one. If, say, there's a Mario game for the Wii U, or, excuse me, whatever it's going to be for the home console, if you want to go out and play it, you just download it to whatever that device is, and you can take it with you and, you know, play it that way, you know? I want to see Nintendo grow in that way, you know? Yeah. You guys seem like you're not paying attention. I can't feel like I'm talking to a wall.
We're paying attention. What are you saying, Todd?
Yeah.
Come on, Todd. What are you saying?
I want...
So, hold on. The NX comes out this year or next year?
Well, it's supposed to be this year.
Oh, nice. So
I was hearing stuff about them talking about the NX during CES.
So you want to know what it's really going to be called and what is it going to be?
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be called NX because the president was like, yeah, no, this is definitely just a code name.
Hey, but you never know because they will use some dumb names, yeah.
Yeah, Wii U, Xbox One.
No, not Xbox
Dreamcast.
One, the Wii U.
What the hell's a Dreamcast?
Hey, it's a Dreamcast, man. Come on.
It casts dreams.
Come on, man. Sheesh.
Dreams are made of.
Oh, you're killing it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I want them to release that. I want everything to be one damn thing. I don't want to keep buying the same games, both on the home console and the portable console. I want the portable thing to be its own thing.
So let's say if you have Triforce Heroes, you're playing on your DS, and then when you get home, it goes to your Wii U or /NX.
Well, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But
know.
For me, it's like, say I want to play Yoshi's Woolly World,
yeah,
which is only in the Wii U. Yeah. It'd be cool to be like, hey, I want to see it on the big screen, but you know, I got to go to work and I don't feel like working. I want to be a bad employee and I want to go to the bathroom and sit there for 30 minutes and play Yoshi's Woolly World. The same, you know, save and everything, just continue it on the go.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool.
That'd be cool. You know, when it comes to single player,
yeah,
it'd be a dream.
I mean, that'd be the
me.
only cross, you know, the only one, you know, thing that they'd have together.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like because I think the PlayStation and the Vita, they did something like that already, where some games you could just take it to go, but it wasn't the focus. You know, it didn't really go far.
They didn't really develop it to be great because they just kind of there's no interest there.
But how is that not an interest though?
But
there has to be. Well, okay. The reason why it didn't really go is because it didn't blow up was because the Vita didn't sell well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many kids had a PlayStation Vita? Everybody had a Nintendo DS, so it didn't. There was no really interest. The interest comes from the younger community, not the older people, the kids. So if there's no interest, then it's kind of like, what kid's gonna have the console and the Vita and be like, oh, let me just take it where I go? I mean, that's not many kids.
You wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to take your.
I would. It would be cool, but that's just not the interest. Now I can, thank you, Microsoft, but you know, it's just not the thing.
So what you've played NBA 2K, or just an example, on your phone?
No. I'm saying like if I take a laptop with me or a Surface, you know, if you had a Windows Surface, you can take it with you. You know. Be able to be on your Xbox and do what you want to do, you know.
Would you play it even though there's no buttons?
You can use a controller when you have a laptop.
So you need to take a controller and the laptop? Oh, I guess.
Yeah. You just plug the controller in, yeah. Good to go.
So how does it keep the save data? Does it keep the save data?
It's connected to your Xbox. So look. So if I'm here, this is the computer. And then you log in, then you can turn on your Xbox when you log in, and then everything comes from here to here. So if I'm in the other room, I can sit on my laptop, plug in the controller, and just play this on my laptop, but through my PC.
Oh, that must be a slow thing. What if you're like?
No, it's not slow. It's pretty cool. Actually.
Well, you're in the same area. What if you're at work? You have to use Wi-Fi or your data, right?
Yeah, at work, I don't think it'll be super strong. It depends on what network you're on. If you're at work, if I'm at work, I may have 4 or 5 different networks, and it's just packed all the time. You know?
See, it would be cool if you have both your the home console where the main stuff is at and the portable. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna hook up the portable, and then it'll take all the save data, and then everything's in there. There'll be no disc. There'll be no carts or discs or anything for the portable. Maybe for the big one it would be, or the home one. But
I would love it.
Yeah, so you have the same games. You plug it in, and it's like, oh, my save data is here. I'm gonna continue going on. That'd be freaking cool. Hopefully, that's what Nintendo's gonna do.
It would be. Hopefully, they do that. And I'm not saying I'll get one, but we'll see. We will see.
My only thing is that, home console wise, it'll probably be just as powerful as the Xbox One and PS4. Maybe similar, so that other third party developers can work on it. But if it's on a handheld, it's like that's going to be expensive. It sounds like it's going to be an expensive product if that's the direction they're going to go.
Well, if you think about it, everyone thought the Xbox One was an expensive product. And the PlayStation 4, same thing. I mean, $399 and $499. Everybody thought it was expensive. So.
Yeah.
It'll probably be along the lines of $399 or $499.
But are people
probably $399 nowadays?
Are people that already own? Would you think that selling point, if they if there's some miraculous way they find a way to sell both a portable and a home console thing for on the same price and same specs and everything, you think people would be sold on that to pay another? Just pretty much buy another PS4 because people already bought their PS4. It's already strong enough.
You know what?
You think that's a good selling point? That's enough to sell another home console that's very similar to what they own?
I think a lot of people will buy it. The biggest issue when it comes to Nintendo and that is the game selection. They usually select a lot of kid games. They don't have the adult games like PlayStation and Xbox do. If they change the selection more,
that's not up to Nintendo. Nintendo tried doing that with the Wii U. I mean, when it first came out, they were like, "Yeah, we're going to bring Mass Effect, we're going to bring Call of Duty." But when it wasn't selling, the third parties were like, "No, we're not going to touch that because it's wasting money."
But if they feel like the console's worthy enough to support the product, then of course they'll go and sell it. Why not? It's going to make them extra money.
Well, right, but that's my thing. Do you think it's enough to sell? I mean, it's just as strong as an Xbox One and a PS4. The only difference is that they do have that. You're saying
same specs, but they just have
very similar.
Or of course it'll sell. Yeah.
You think people are going to put out another $400, $500 for it?
And the first commercial is going to say, "Hey," they're going to compare it to an Xbox and a PlayStation and say this is the same firmware or better, and then they're going to show a kid grabbing it and going somewhere on the go, and everybody's going to want it. That's how I see it.
I mean, would that sell you guys?
I'd buy it.
Because you already own an Xbox One, you already own a PS4. That was a lot of money. I mean, it's still affordable, but an extra half a grand.
It depends on the games. I mean, I'd buy it, but it depends on if they release a lot of good games for it, then of course. Because then you can just take it and go wherever the hell you want, and I'd buy it. Because sometimes when you're somewhere and you get bored, I mean, I'd just pop it out and start playing,
That's why I bought the 3DS.
Yeah, but I mean, right now the 3DS was only like 100 and something.
That's like if the 3DS had Call of Duty and you're online and you're playing with people, I'd take it everywhere I go.
No, but that's what the Vita was. But nobody bought the Vita.
Yeah, but the Vita is totally. It's it's two different things. The Vita, I don't feel like the Vita was really well marketed and well made because
it was a beautiful piece of technology.
Yeah, it was all right. It could have been.
It was extremely. It was powerful.
It was missing a couple little things they probably could have done better, and it would have been a hit. But they didn't really. I don't think they really pushed it too much. It was kind of.
Well, they did. They really did. But once it stopped selling, they were like, no, we don't want to spend so much money on this because people aren't buying it. I mean, when the Vita came out, they were selling like the 3G version where it's like. You don't need Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Technically, you'll be able to play it. It was what everybody wanted, but it didn't sell.
Yeah,
you were able to play this is before the PS4 even. The games looked just as good as the PS3. It was really powerful. It was kind of pricey, but for what you're getting, it seemed like what everybody wanted, but it just didn't sell. And then you have the 3DS that is less powerful. Didn't have the whole 3G. It's Wi-Fi only. And it didn't have the console games. But that sold way better.
I blame the marketing. I mean, whoever's the marketing manager at PS, PlayStation Network or whatever, I just blame him. I mean, it wasn't marketed right. It really wasn't. A lot of older people had it, and no kids had it. You got to go for the kids. That's where you make the strike. That's like if you turn on a cartoon channel and you see cereal commercials. Don't all kids want cereals after that? They're going to want the Trix. They're going to want the Frosted Flakes. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you got to market it correctly. They never marketed to kids at all with that, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Well, because they were trying to sell towards the hardcore people.
But you got to start with the kid. If you want to get to the parent, you got to start with the kid, for sure.
But then when you do that, you alienate one crowd, and that is the hardcore.
No, not really, because when you start with the kids, you get it for the kids, and it actually becomes for the kid. Then you're like, oh, this is cool. You get your own,
but then
and then it kind of just.
What about the Wii U? I mean, that was marketed towards kids, but I mean, you don't want that because it looks like it's marketed towards kids.
I don't want it because of the game selection, Steven. It's nothing to do with actual Wii U. It's kind of the game selection, you know? I mean, I like Nintendo. I grew up with Nintendo. I mean, I was a Nintendo crazy guy. But if they had a different game selection, then I'd probably own that one too. That's why I haven't really gotten it, because it's just, they don't really have the games that I like playing. I don't even think, besides Mario and, you know.
The Vita did.
Yeah, it did. It did, but you know what? I didn't want the Vita because, it wasn't that many. It wasn't a big thing. It just didn't really, like, I used it. It was kind of like when it first came out, like, oh, it plays the movies and all that. I thought it was cool. I thought it would take off bigger than it did, but then it just kind of didn't really go anywhere. But they just didn't market it right, I'm telling you.
The only thing that was really appealing about it was like, my brother has it and he plays Destiny when he's just walking around the house.
Yeah.
He's got the PS4 on and he's playing Destiny on the Vita.
Or you can sit in the car and have your kid watch a movie on the go and it looks really good. I thought that was cool, but it wasn't marketed right. That's the biggest issue I have about it. If they would have said, hey, let me think about this, let me have a marketing plan before I release it or something like that, then I think it would have been a lot better. But
you knew about it. I mean, it's not like you didn't know what it was. It had the games that the PS3 can do. It had the Uncharted games. It had the I'm sure it had the sports games. It had the shooters, but you still didn't go for it.
But marketing is like brainwash. You gotta.
So you wanted to be brainwashed?
No, not really. But you know what I mean. You got to put more money into whenever a new game comes out for PlayStation. You got to market it for the PS the Vita also. So it's like, hey, this guy just took it off his PlayStation and walked away with his Vita. You know, you can get it on this or something. You just gotta make people think it's what they need to have, and then they're gonna go get it. That's just how I see it.
See, the reason why I didn't get a PS Vita was because, one, it was pretty expensive, and the games weren't for me. I bought it the 3 days because I love Nintendo and their franchises, but as somebody who, you two who enjoy other things, I mean, you guys didn't get it, and that's kind of what I was wondering about the new NX. I mean, it's a Nintendo console. It'll be similar to what you have here, but it's like, do you want to spend another $500 to get a similar game, but to take it on the go? I mean, the Vita was offering a very similar thing, but it didn't, because that nobody,
but see, when I see it that way, I'd probably buy it for Elijah, but not myself. But I would use it. It's kind of like if we go somewhere, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take it." Then that's cool because wherever we go, I'll play too, and we'll both play. So I'd buy it. I mean,
you would spend
on the game selection.
You would spend another
I'd spend $400.
Okay, say it does come out that way. Say the game, the console itself, it comes with a home version and a portable version.
Yes.
And it was we got to be a little bit
$399.
No, because you're getting two consoles. It can't be $399. You're paying.
I mean, in today's market, I mean, if they go much more, I mean, I think they're just gonna kind of.
So say it came out. It has really strong, powerful graphics. It looks really appealing visually, but you're paying for two separate pieces of hardware, and it comes out to be like $599.99, $600.
So $600,
for two pieces of hardware. Would you get that?
I'd get it, but I'd wait until it's on sale, or Black Friday or something. But I'd get it. I mean, it's not like I would get it if it was upgraded graphics, portable, and you can use it at home, and it had better game selection. I'd definitely get it. Because,
I mean, the third parties aren't going to try to put more games towards it unless it sells.
Of course, it has Mario, so, I mean, I get it. I get it for Elijah, but I use it.
For $600. Say the sale, if you do get a sale on it, it's like $500.
Yeah.
Is that still too much?
It's a little bit too much because you got to think about it. Think about the whole console thing, console wars. Everybody, Xbox is way too much. That's why Xbox didn't sell so many in the very beginning, because it was $500. No one wanted to pay $500 for a console.
Well, to be honest, their marketing team was kind of like, "Oh, we screwed up." I mean, they were selling towards entertainment and not gamers. And and then that's when PlayStation was like, "Hey, we're gonna be like all for the gamer," and then everyone's like, "Oh, all hail PlayStation," because they took what Xbox did,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, of course, you use it against them. I would do the same thing, but I mean, you got to think about it. It was overpriced, I guess, for the market, for the way if PlayStation's going to be $4.99 or $3.99, you got to be $3.99. You can't be
even if you're selling two pieces of equipment separately or not separately, but
two pieces of equipment. I get it, but just for the market, because some people are just going to say, I got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox. I'm not even worried about playing on the go because I'm so busy. Or if I go somewhere, I'm going to be driving, or I'm busy, or I don't have time for it. I might work. So you got to kind of make it around the same price. It's a better marketing plan to make it the same price.
But even then
people go to the store and they feel like, my son wants a PlayStation, he wants an Xbox. But if I get this, he gets this and this on the go for the same price. I'll buy that. You just got to see it that way. I mean, because if you go to work, you're not going to play it at work. I mean, you say you will. You say you will, but you won't.
Or you can take that to your friend's house and
yeah. Or if you're
take
driving,
your save game and plug it in there. And then,
I think with kids it'll work because if he's going to stay night at his cousin's house, he takes his. I mean, they play together. I mean, that would be cool. But you got to make it the same marketing, the same price, because parents aren't going to want to buy $600 for this, and
But from a business standpoint, that won't make sense, because if that is the case, you're selling two pieces of hardware. That's
depends
a lot.
on how intricate the mobile piece is. Depends.
I mean, there has to be a downgrade. You can't expect something portable to be.
But you figure if you play it on your TV at home with your console, it's going to be different than playing it mobile. Mobile's going to scale it down a lot. It's going to be more simpler, so it's not going to be super great playing mobile as it is with the console. So it's kind of give and take. So
okay, say that's the case. Would you still be inclined to buy it, even though it would take a visual downgrade
for the right price? Yeah, I mean, I think that would make it the right price, because it's not going to be, you're going to play 4K 2160p something on the go and the TV. If it was that way, then of course it'd be worth the $600. But I don't think it's going to be that way, because it's too expensive to make an extra hardware set just to take on the go and be $600.
Yeah. See, this is my thing with Nintendo's future, specifically for the NX. If they do that, it sounds so complicated, and it's a little worrisome, because there is a lot of different factors that it's like, is it going to be too expensive, or if you make it too cheap, is it still going to be appealing enough to be like, oh, the graphics don't look that great? Would that still sell?
The big thing is they got to play the console market, and the console market right now is $3.99, and maybe $4.99 at the most, because of the Elite bundle that you get with Xbox. But that's like the cap, $4.99. No one's going to pay more than that. I mean, it's going to have to be that. I mean, they don't have a choice, really.
What if they sell two pieces of, or not even two pieces, but what if they do it differently? What if it's like, okay, we're going to sell just the console itself,
yeah,
and that's going to be around the same price for a PS4, but
then you can buy the other one for $149.99 for the mobile. That might work. So, right? Because that's like buying an Elite or an Xbox and then getting an Elite controller for $149.99, and you bought the Xbox for $399.
All right. So you specifically, I kind of get it. If Elijah wanted it because it's just as powerful as an Xbox One. It's around the same price, but if you want to do
Mario.
And as Mario, but if you want to get the extra for it to go, it's going to be another just $200.
Yeah.
So that's rough. That's exactly $600. $399.99. That's $400.
I buy the console, and then I probably wouldn't get this to go for another year or so until I find it on sale.
But you would still get that console, even though it's the same. It's just basically another PS4, just with Mario games or Nintendo games.
Yeah,
you would get that
probably. Yeah.
Would you? Coming from a different, because I was focusing a lot on Lucky.
Like he said, it depends on the game selection.
That's the biggest feature. Well, if you have a Nintendo, they're not really in the market because of the game selection. I mean, they're more geared towards kids.
Well, that's them themselves. I mean, it's the third parties that would offer that.
The reason the third parties don't want to go to them, because it's just not. The system doesn't handle what they want it to do.
Right.
So it's kind of like they can't showcase all this effort they put into this game and money. The system can't showcase it. Yeah. So it's kind of like, why go there?
But this is the new thing. This is just like PS4.
If the new one does, then hey, why not?
But the thing is, there's already 30 million consoles out there, plus the like 15. I want to say for the 360 or the Xbox One. Uh-huh. That's around 45 million consoles sold. Uh-huh. Would those 45 million people be willing to buy another piece of hardware that can do the same exact thing?
Yeah, you know why? Because Nintendo, and because Mario, if it's going to be the same is Xbox and PlayStation, Mario's going to look 1,000 times better. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be able to do different things. So everybody's going to want to do it. I mean, try the Nintendo games that were on Wii U, but just more powerful. Everybody's going to want to play them, so they'll buy it. I mean,
we kind of cut you off. What do you think?
Like I said, it's it depends on the game selection. If there's a lot of games that I like, then I would go and buy it. Like that's why I didn't get the Vita, because I only saw one game that was appealing, which was Assassin's Creed Liberation, and I was just like, it's only one game. It's not worth the money because I'm not going to be playing anything else on it.
Yeah, because you already have a PS4 for whatever games you do like out there. So what type of game would you want? Like, is there a specific Nintendo game that you would fork out another? What about the whole gimmick of having that same game available to go? What if you can play your Assassin's Creed or your I don't know what?
If I could take like Assassin's Creed Syndicate with me, I would totally do it.
Full game
for $600.
Full game, no kind of parroting like little piece of it, like the full game.
No, the full game.
Yeah. I
mean, it's gonna drop in a little bit in visual quality.
Yeah.
Because it's handheld and
But I'm still getting the story, like
I
play for story.
So you can take it. I don't know. You go wherever you have to do.
I think a lot of people would use that, honestly. Yeah. If it's a full game, I mean, everybody would use it
for another $600 though.
Well, I mean,
thinking realistically, because
I think it'd work. It'd sell because if they sell it separate, it'd work, and if they sell it separate for a while, then go as a bundle for maybe a little cheaper after the first year. Then
you think theoretically, if it's in a bundle, it's going to be like $50 to $100 cheaper.
Yes.
So, but you would fork out the money for that.
Yeah, I mean, I would wait for a deal and stuff like that, but I'd probably do that.
Is that what you're hoping? And I totally turned this from a whole gaming thing to a Nintendo thing because that's
all right. We debate.
Yeah.
We debate against Nintendo,
or we just debate about
or for Nintendo
about. So.
Okay, about face.
You did make an about face there.
I was about to go.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I'm expecting out of it. And yeah, we went a little long on that one, so that's what I'm expecting. I'm just hoping Nintendo can really pull it off. And of course, their games. I'm looking forward to Mighty Number 9, the game that the Mega Man creator Keiji Inafune, the game that he released is finally coming out in February. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, Yooka-Laylee comes out. That's the Banjo-Kazooie creators. They made a new franchise, and it's kind of the spiritual successor of Banjo-Kazooie. And yeah, there's no other games you guys are looking forward to?
Back to the Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect. It is coming out this year. It's around the holidays.
Okay, of course. It's the holiday game for
Holiday
EA.
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, those are the games, but besides the sports games, I'm always looking forward to those. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, so far, I don't have a real set point on any huge games because I haven't seen too much footage on anything besides The Division.
Oh, and Uncharted 4.
The past 2 years.
Uncharted 4 looks freaking amazing.
It does look pretty good.
And that thing got pushed back.
It does look good.
All right, one final thing, just to end this. VR. What do you think?
I think we got to get one just to mess around with it and see how it goes.
What do you expect? Do you think it'll be?
Do I think it'll be big or not?
Yeah.
I'm kind of 50-50 about it.
Well, of course, everybody's 50-50 because it works or it's not. But
I'm gonna say no.
Would you?
I don't want to say epic fail, but I want to say partially failed. How about that? I give it a 30% success rate. How about that?
What about you? Would you buy a VR headset just to experience things from a new perspective and control? Would you be inclined to buy a VR device?
Depends on the price and if I have the money at the time. Really.
I don't know. I think it's just as a big a gimmick as the 3D is. 3D TV was huge for a while, and that bombed.
Yeah, it did. I mean, because have you ever had like the glasses, all that crap? Because the thing is, in the beginning, glasses are another $50 each or $60 each. Who's gonna buy 8 pair of $60 glasses so their whole family can watch a football game when they come over?
Yeah, it looks ridiculous. You're just wearing these glasses, and
yeah. So I mean, theoretically,
just for something that it's so terrible. 3D is the dumbest thing in the world.
So I mean, when it comes VR, you know what? I've seen them use it. They use it a lot in sports. They use it in college football for the quarterbacks, and I mean, it's pretty cool to use it there. But far as gaming, I'm kinda,
yeah, for gaming specifically.
I don't know if I want to.
I can see VR working for other things. When it comes to games, I can see it working for a more like arcade type of setting,
Yeah,
where
or
it's
a
like
cell phone, like a mobile thing.
yeah, it's like you use it for one specific thing for a cheap price for 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But I would never want to be like, I'm gonna play my first person shooter
on VR.
looking around. You know,
Yeah,
and it's just it doesn't sound appealing to me.
No,
I
not at all.
I would probably wait till they come out with the next one for it, where they get the bugs and stuff out, and I hear all the reviews.
Even then, it's just say that the stuff works flawlessly. You know, I don't think I'd want to put something on for a very long time, because even me being the gamer I am, or the type of person that plays games, I play it in short bursts. I don't want to like put it on, do stuff for like 10 minutes and take it off. You figure a VR experience, you'd be on it for like a good hour or so.
It's probably going to ruin people's eyes also. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sure it will, but you know, they won't say anything about it, but I'm sure it's going to ruin a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I don't know. I'd say we all buy one together like we plan on doing and test it out.
Yeah.
First test
of
with our
course.
parents, of course. You know, it'd be funny. But, you know, just see what it's like, and, you know, then we can actually review it and see what we think. But
Oh, I mean, of course we're gonna review it, but I'm
it's
trying to get. I'm trying to get.
I'd sit there and pay money for, like $500. There's no way. Not even $200 for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those are really they're really strong little devices, and it seems like a really pricey thing. I mean, you know, to get what you get out of it, it sounds expensive. So it'll definitely be around $200 to $300. So
Count me out.
all right. So I guess this will do it for this week. Thank you, Carlise, for joining us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed our company. If you want to find this particular podcast, at the moment you can find us at PV_concepts at Twitter. Lakeith, if they want to find you, where can we find you?
It's Darkest33, DARKESS33.
And that's on Xbox.
Xbox Live,
right.
yes.
Carlise, where can we find you?
On PlayStation.
Okay. Do you want to give out your?
As ATHEENNOCTUA.
You want to spell that really quickly?
Yeah. Probably just write that one out.
Okay, fine. If you want to find her, just good luck. If you want to find me, I'm Estebam2190 on Twitter. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next week with the normal cast and with actual news. It'll be a bit more normal and hopefully a bit more stupid.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Let's hope for a good 2016 and fuck VR.